low photo, and this is the after color grading in Photoshop. This is a low photo and this is the after color grading it in Photoshop. In this video, I will show you how to make your low photos pop using Camera Raw. Welcome back again to Sami Photography. Today we are doing simple but professional color grading in Photoshop using Camera Raw. So at first I will just drag this and delete it so that we start from the beginning up to the end. Firstly, I will make a new copy from this background layer by dragging this background layer into this icon to make a copy. So once you have made a copy of that background copy, the next thing is we are going to move to filter and then to load Camera Raw. Once your raw photo opens in Camera Raw, here we are going to click or to do some edits about the lights or the basic adjustment so that we get the best or the clarity in our photo. So firstly, I will start with a basic panel, and I will slightly play around with the exposure a little bit. I think that will be okay. So, and the next thing is I will play around with the construct to get that depth or that quality in our photo. So I will add a little bit of contrast, and the next thing I will be boosting the clarity just a little bit. I will scroll down to this effect panel, so I will increase on the clarity so that we get that sharp and beautiful details. And the main reason for this is to enhance the photo without losing natural details. So, and actually I will need to also add a little bit of texture to sharpen our image a little bit. And so far you can see the before and the after. When I zoom in, you can see the before and the after. You can see the difference. So the next thing is we are going to scroll down to the camera mixer and we'll open it. So after opening it, I will need to play around with the hues a little bit. I will need to play around with the oranges a little bit, as you can see the difference. So after that, I will also play around with the greens to get that greens pop a little bit. And the next thing is to play around with the yellows to get that, or to play around with the greens to make them pop a little bit more. So the next thing is I will come to saturations and I will play around with the oranges to add another, or to add that little pop on our model's skin tone. And I will also play around with the greens. And I will also need to play around with the reds. So after that, so far you can see the before and after, the before and after, and we have not finished. So the next thing is, you can see the color mixer has this mixer and the point color, and the point color helps us to sample any color or any color in the picture. So I can come and sample the greens, so you can see the greens will pop up, and I will need to play around with the greens only. You can see. So I will need to sample also on the model's top, and I will need to add a little bit of saturation. So far you can see the before and then after, the before and then after so far. So after that, I will scroll down to calibration, and I will need to play around with the blue primary, and I will increase on the saturation a little bit, and I will need to play around with the hue, or increase on the hues. A little bit. So after that, I will come to the green primary, and I will need to play around with the hues a little bit. And the next thing is I will come to the reds, and I will need to play around with the hues, and I will try to increase on the reds a little bit. And so far you can see the before and then after, the before and then after, and we have not yet done with that. So the next part, I will need to come back up and come to the color grading panel. So, and this color grading panel is where the photo really starts to pop, and I will add warm tones to the highlights, and you can still come here and look for the highlights. I will add a little bit of warm to the highlights. You can see the before and then after. The before, this is the before, this is the before, and this is the after. This is the before and this is the after. So after that, the next thing is I will play around with the shadows and I will try to cool up the shadows a little bit. And remember, cooling is all about the bruise or I will slightly cool the shadows. And here you can see so far the before and then after, the before and then after. So after that, I will need to come to the midtones and I will carefully balance the midtones for a clean schematic look. So I will try to balance the midtones I think that is okay. You can see here the before, then after, the before and then after, and I can still come and increase on the saturation. And so far you can see the before and then after, the before and then after. So after that, after the color grading panel, you can see here the before and then after, the before and then the after. So after that, I will still scroll down here, come to the details or the effects. So I will apply light sharpening and a touch of texture to bring out the details. And here I will increase on the texture a little bit, and I will also increase on the clarity a little bit. So far you can see the before and then after. So after that, I may still come on the details and try to sharpen a little bit to around +6. And so far you can see the before, and then after, the before and then after. And remember, we have not yet done So the next thing is I will scroll up and I will add a little bit of vibrancy, and I will need also to come back to the color mixer and to the point color. So I will get my eyedropper tool and I will come and sample the midtones of our model skin. So here I'm going to try to play around with the model skin. So we'll add a little bit of warm. Here so far you can see the before and then after, the before and then after. So after that, come up to the temperature and I will cool down our image. And I think that is okay. So after that, I may want to come and play around with the sky. So I will come here and then select the sky. So I will wait like 50 seconds. The camera roll will select the sky for me. And you need to keep everything soft and professional to get the best results. So after our camera roll has selected the sky for us, so I will need to come to the temperature here down, or I will need to play around with the basics. I will play around with the highlights. I will decrease on the highlights, and then I will also decrease on the whites. So I will scroll down to come to the temperature. So I will cool up, or I will cool down. I will cool down our sky, and here I can add a little bit of saturation, and I may come and get the pointer color or the eyedropper pointer color to add some color into our sky. And we need to make it to look professional and clean. So I think I think that is okay. And so far you can see the before and then the after, the before and then the after. So after editing the sky, or after finishing editing the sky, come back and here you can see the before and then the after, the before and then after. So, and I can save here my preset. I can save, or I can create my preset from those options I selected or I used to edit. So let me rename it Sammy color grading 01. And I can save it. And here you can see it. Here it's already here. It's already here. So I will press OK. And so far, here is the before and this is the after. Here's the before and this is the after. A simple process but a powerful transformation. So if this tutorial helped you, like the video and subscribe for more Photoshop tutorials. Let me know in the comment section if you want the preset or full retouching workflow. Thanks for watching and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.